We have some major updates of mixed martial arts, starting with the news. UFC reveals 3 potential opponents for Islam's next fight. Following his successful title defense against Dustin at UFC 302, UFC has lined up 3 potential opponents for Islam next fight. The first name is Arman Tsarukyan, followed by Max Holloway in second place, and finally, the Polish fighter Mateusz Gamrot. Arman received the most votes for Islam's next title defense, with Holloway also a popular choice. However, many fans are keen to see a fight between Islam and Gamrot. We'll have to wait and see what UFC decides for Islam's next opponent. Yesterday, there was supposed to be a big press conference for the McGregor versus Chandler fight, but it got canceled unexpectedly, making MMA fans wonder why. Now McGregor clears that it was because of some problems they couldn't control. He said, "In consultation with the UFC, today's press conference was canceled due to a series of obstacles outside of our control. I apologize to my Irish fans and fans around the world for the inconvenience and appreciate all your passion and support. I can't wait to put on the greatest all-time show in the Octagon." So now you know the reason behind the press conference cancellation. Kamaru Usman has shown a strong interest in fighting Dustin Poirier. Recently, he shared his thoughts on a potential fight with Dustin, calling it a fantastic matchup if Dustin moves up in weight. Usman emphasized that he's not actively pursuing the fight, but finds the idea intriguing.
But he's got fights. You're right. The Volkanovski fight could, that's a fun fight. I'm not in any way throwing my hat in, but he wants to go up. Hey, that's a fun fight. I'm not saying I'm welcoming the fight. Don't do it. I'm not saying that. But and I always put my mind there. If I was to ever compete against a guy like Dustin Poirier, that would be a fantastic one, because it's a guy that I could really respect through and through the process, really through the process. And we go out, and it's like you and your main training partner, and you just like, yeah, we're gonna beat each other up, we're gonna push each other to the brink. That would be a fun fight. But I'm not throwing my hat in. I'm not.
Khabib is upset with the judges who gave 2 rounds to Dustin before Islam won by submission. He warned the judge to be more accurate. Here's what Khabib said.
This guy come ready to take down the fence, though. His takedown defense way better. Hey, 1 score, 2 rounds and 2 rounds. Look, I swear to God. 2-2. I don't know.
But one judge is making a lot of fights crazy numbers.
Tonight, one guy.
Like 50-45.
One guy 49. How do you see a fight like this? 2 guys.
Send me this guy name.
After losing to Sean Strickland, Paulo Costa vows to bring back the old Costa in his next fight.
I just came to say a few words. Yeah, Sean won. I did perform very well. I think he didn't either, but at least he did enough to win, right? This is 2 losses in a row in 3 fights, 3 former champs: Luke Rockhold, Whitaker, and Chan. I won 1 and lost 2. But I will tell you something. I agree with Dana and Joe Rogan, and I will do that. I will bring back that Paulo to take heads off, to finish the fight. I'm not a kind of counter. Sorry, I'm not a kind of counter guy. I do better move forward and try to finish and look for heads. Sean is so awkward, so different kind of fighter to fight against. It's difficult. He was tipping me, keeping me, pushing me, keep pushing me, keep me far from him. Because he knows the power that I have, and I have the power, so I need to deliver that, and I will do that. I won't give a fuck for points or conserve energy or focus anything about that. I will come to take heads off, and this is who I am. This is a kind of fight that I am, and the fighter that people expect that I perform. So I will do that.
Recently, Alex Pereira issued a warning to Dagestani fighter Magomed Ankalaev. Earlier, Ankalaev had challenged Pereira to a fight, but Pereira declined, stating his intention to first have a rematch with Jiri Prochazka. In a recent interview, Pereira addressed the issue, warning Ankalaev by saying, "Well, there are different styles. Everybody talks about Ankalaev. He talks about his ground, but they don't know my ground."
Who's next for you? You got Jiri Prochazka, you got Ankalaev. Is there any other names that are on your mind?
Próximo para você, Prochazka, Ankalaev e outros nomes na lista. Bom, pra mim, qualquer que o UFC quiser colocar, pô, tô lutando, como eu sempre venho falando, pô, sou lutador, tô aqui pra lutar, né? Mas isso não depende de mim, mas a gente tá conversando aí, gire pro rasca, talvez, não é 100%, mas a gente tá conversa.
I'm not the guy that call names, I'm not the guy that pick the fights, whoever they want me to fight, but the name that is on the table right now is Jiri Prochazka, so it's still in negotiations.
When do you think that fight would be if you were going to face Jiri?
Se você for lutar com o Prochazka, quando você acha que essa luta rola?
Não sei não, assim, eu queria lutar em agosto, né, mas eu não sei, estamos conversando ainda.
I don't know, we're still on talks. I would like to fight around August, but nothing concrete yet.
Who do you think is the bigger challenge for you, Prochazka or Ankalaev? If you were to say, who do you think gives you a tougher fight?
Quem você acha que é um desafio maior para você, o Prochazka ou o Ankalaev? Quem você acha que te daria uma luta mais dura?
Bom, acho que todas as lutas são duras, né? Pô, cada um tem a sua qualidade. Muitos falam do chão do Ankalaev, mas ninguém conhece o meu. Então, assim, eu acho que os dois são os guerreiros. Pô, vai ser luta difícil, não tem luta fácil. Não dá pra saber, são estilos diferentes.
Well, there's different styles. Everybody talks on Ankalaev, talks about his ground, but they don't know my ground. But it's hard to tell because there's both different styles of fighting.
And you're looking forward to showing off your ground game. You keep talking about it. I hear all your interviews. You talk about how good your ground game has gotten. So you want to show that off.
Pois isso é o que você espera estar podendo mostrar. Acho que parece o seu chão, né? Você está sempre falando do seu chão, falando que tem vontade de mostrar. Você acha que é algo que você está querendo mostrar pra galera?
Não seria nem mostrar, né? Pô, eu quero lutar. Pô, a gente tá falando de MMA. Tudo pode acontecer. Das vezes que aconteceu, eu acho que eu me saí bem ali. Por isso que eu ganhei as lutas. Mas eu vou procurar o que eu faço de melhor, né? Pô, quer meter porrada.
It's not even to show, it's just, you know what I mean, go with the flow, but like I would like to show sometime, but I gotta go if I have better, which is beat people up. You know what I mean? I gotta follow my strategy, but I have ground for everybody.
I don't know how good your takedown defense is. I saw a 135-pound woman take you down just the other day.
Pô, eu não sei como é que tá a sua defesa de queda, porque outro dia agora aí eu vi uma mulher de 130 libras te jogando.
Não, treino, né? Hoje também eu treinei com criança, tomei porrada pra caramba, é assim que você aprende.
Training, man. Today, my gym, he trained with kids. Got a lot of punches on the face. That's how you learn.
I can't even get a smile out of this guy when I make Kayla Harrison jokes. We do the best we can around here. So we're both wearing blue. I'm hoping that we both have a great night here tonight in Newark. Thank you so much for doing this, Alex.
Ele brincou assim, pô, nem quando eu brinco sobre aquela Harrison eu consigo tirar um sorriso da cara desse cara, mas aí, tá nós dois de azul hoje aí. Obrigado, espero que você tenha um bom tempo hoje aí, Alex.
Pô, valeu, obrigadão, tamo junto, chama.
Chama.
When I sat down to edit this video, I saw that a major update regarding the Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler fight has recently emerged. According to Carlos Contreras, Conor McGregor has suffered an injury which could affect his upcoming fight scheduled for June 29th. We might either witness the fight as planned, or it could be cancelled if McGregor's injury and health updates turn out to be negative. However, we can't say for certain what will happen next. As we all know, this fight is highly anticipated, and if it gets cancelled, the impact will be significant. However, in my opinion, there are more chances of it happening than not. If something happens, the UFC might postpone the fight date. Let's see what unfolds next. MMA community immediately reacted to this news by saying, Chandler gonna kill himself. He can't pass the piss test. Charles is back up, so Chandler versus Oliveira rematch. Breaking news, they found blood in Conor's brain system. He looked healthy in the club. Dude got injured from partying and drinking. He'll fight injured then. We already had the Tyson-Paul fight delayed. This is the one fight I was looking forward to for the summer. Like I said when the fight got announced, this fight will never happen. No wonder the press conference got canceled. Chandler about to get a heart attack. Islam's performance hurts him. He better get in that octagon on June 29th. Just saw some white guy with two black kids drop to his knees at Walmart. George St. Pierre wants to give you a small piece of advice. Listen closely to what it is.
Nobody's perfect. Everyone makes mistakes. If you really trying to be better and you know that you said something that you shouldn't and you were in the wrong, you hurt the person, it's important that you apologize to them. You cannot stay stuck in the past. You need to learn how to move on and to forgive yourself. Because remember, you're not the same person you were back then. Now you're trying to improve and you're better.